Do you need a reliable, experienced, and skilled RPO partner? Without even trying, you will hear plenty about the talent war. While we don't want to paint the picture of hiring manager with sticks and stones, HR departments are overworked. Hiring managers have multiple tasks to manage, and many lack the experience and skills to develop proactive hiring strategies. Even those in highly technical roles may not be equipped to test, interview, and appraise candidates. Selecting the right recruitment process outsourcing (RPO) partner can prove to be highly beneficial. Companies benefit from RPO's cutting-edge technology and testing tools, as well as the available of a large talent pool. As a leading recruitment agency, we regularly encounter clients who are unsure how to approach the right recruitment process outsourcing RPO partners. It is business as usual. We walk the client through the hiring roadmap, provide our success graph, and coach them. We close the deal with renewed confidence in our clients. The purpose of this episode is to introduce you to the reasons why you should outsource hiring to a credible RPO. Whether your business is small, medium, or large, as more and more companies operate digitally, finding reliable recruitment service providers has become more accessible. The challenge is determining whether these providers are suitable for your partnership, for your business or not. And welcome to a new episode of the Workforce Workshop. We will be discussing the details of how to pick the right RPO for your business. So let's get into it in details. So before you choose an RPO, you must understand what is a recruitment process outsourcing in the first place. During the 1980s, recruitment process outsourcing gained momentum due to more competitive labor markets. Recruiting process outsourcing, or RPO, is the practice of outsourcing part or all of a company recruitment functions. These providers, agencies, and firms manage a variety of recruiting functions, including job posting, employment, branding, sourcing, screening, scheduling, and logistics for interviews and offers. Outsourcing recruiting may be viewed as a way to reduce cost, and it can be. However, it has many other benefits to help improve your overall recruitment process. Now, why should you choose an RPO partner? RPOs are often a better choice than traditional recruitment agency in certain circumstances. Some organizations may choose the latter when they need to fill a position urgently. A time crunch drives the organization and the recruitment agency to act quickly, but perhaps not according to the best strategy. The above approach of hiring may seem reactive to some readers. However, it is the best approach whenever possible. RPOs, on the other hand, are generally employed by organizations lacking the requisite in-house expertise or seeking to establish a long-term talent acquisition strategy. RPO contracts will be based on exclusive clauses or sole supplier agreement to ensure transparent and collaborative working relationships. However, it does not mean the existing team becomes superfluous when an RPO partner is involved. The type of relationship an organization wants from a partner depends on this. An RPO must provide customized treatment. So now we shall list 4 major recruitment process outsourcing models. We offer end-to-end recruitment services, including these value-added services such as contingent workforce management. Short-term RPO is for one-off or repeat projects that require short-term sourcing. Selective RPOs builds on existing recruitment processes. An organization can increase the effectiveness of its in-house recruitment process with recruiters on demand. The solutions are not one size fits all. regardless of the model. Organizations should develop customized strategies to reach their larger goals. With an in-house team, recruitment goals can be achieved, but it is time-consuming and very expensive. Talent analytics and mobile technologies, for example, have become indispensable for a successful talent strategy. Failure to keep up will lead to disappointing hiring results. RPO partners can help organizations achieve balance by delivering insights and market expertise. Ideally, it should support the company culture and adapt to changes in size and direction. RPO partners serve as supportive partners. The company outsources talent acquisition to a partner that can provide skills that the company lacks and access to a deeper pool of candidates. Next, RPOs aren't just for filling desks. The role of RPO partners has evolved as well as employers' needs. Companies can use recruitment process outsourcing to improve their employment brands, boost passive candidate engagement, and personalize their application process. Although all of this sounds positive, some companies are still reluctant to outsource. Some organizations are reluctant to bring in an RPO because of the unknown or loss of control. Often, this is due to a false belief that vendors won't understand an organization's needs. Good RPOs quickly grasp a company's value proposition and explain it to candidates in terms of how it differs from what they are currently doing. The effectiveness of a recruitment outsourcing program will be measured in terms of meeting the agreed upon time frames, of course. By tracking metrics and tracking mechanism, this data will reveal the RPO's efficiency and aid the shaping and evaluation of the talent acquisition strategy. The next and the most important question is how to choose an RPO partner. It is prudent to check that the track record of an RPO partner before hiring them. A financial advisor should not have a questionable personal investment portfolio, and the same goes for an RPO that cannot boost a long-serving and talented team. To choose the right RPO partner, ask these 3 questions. How many employees do they lose each year? The turnover rate should be below 20%. Does the company hire, train, and manage its employees? How do their employees feel about working for them? An organization needs should be addressed by answering these questions in order to select the best outsourcing vendor. Prior to choosing an RPO partner, you should list all your organization's needs and rank them according to their priority. Be specific about your objectives so that they can address your pain points. Some factors to consider include an RPO partner ability to source and deliver hard-to-fill positions. An RPO partner ability to source and deliver hard-to-fill positions. Innovating with tools and solutions. Being flexible without compromising the quality of the service. Along the RPO technical expertise and skills, an organization's hiring value should also be aligned with those of the recruitment process outsourcing. An RPO that stabilizes in the industry will be able to solve these pain points. The company accomplishes this with a customized solution that meets each organizational business needs and strategic objectives. Taking the conversation further, let's learn what makes a good and great RPO. Recruitment excellence is what a great partner will provide from the start and throughout the relationship. Recruitment process outsourcing can provide interesting perspectives and insight into emerging area of recruiting practice, but they often follow market trends. If they are not proactive in responding to their clients' needs, they cannot add real value to the organization. RPOs provide an overreaching framework for improvement and holistic strategy to deliver a competitive advantage that is both real and sustainable. The process must be as easy and inexpensive as possible. Organizations should assess an RPO performance according to 4 criteria: data-driven hiring for quality candidates, stakeholder satisfaction and service efficiency, management of the total workforce, empathy for the client to honor the company's culture, value, and brand. Here are a common mistake. There is some perception or resistance to outsourcing within an organization, especially from critical members. In determining whether the organization is truly ready to implement an RPO program, you should assess corporate culture and leadership buy-in. Finding a recruitment process outsourcing provider would be the next step after answering that question. A successful program should be in the result of a deliberate process. Organizations often jump right into the request for proposal RFP process. Throughout the years, we've seen a number of excellent RFPs asking for a variety of questions that would lead to choice providers. Also, there have been many vague, unclear, and incomplete RFPs. The difference between the two is the difference between a successful implementation and a failed program. So what are the benefits of outsourcing recruitment? An outsourced recruitment agency can offer a multitude of advantages to a company, helping it stay competitive. The key to success in many competitive markets is time, effort, and money. The company best strand to make up a lot of these resources. Utilizing an outsourcing company will save you money. The most significant advantage by using third-party vendors is that they can scale up and down their hiring processes based on what the organization wants. Ultimately, the organizations that hire them are the ones that benefit from competent hires. They will be able to enhance their brands because they pick the right recruitment vendor. Here are some tips for selecting RPO vendors. First, identify your hiring needs. A thorough understanding of your needs and what you hope to achieve from a partnership is essential before you search for a recruitment process outsourcing provider. Are you looking for an RPO to handle rapid, substantial staff augmentation during a peak season at your company? Are you seeking highly qualified project talent and need help identifying great candidates? What is your goal? Will you hire in-house or will you completely outsource recruitment and hiring? You can narrow your search for RPOs, specializing in those areas by understanding what you want an RPO to accomplish for your organization. This will allow you to receive the appropriate support based on your needs. Second one, consult industry experts RPO. All have some understanding of hiring nuances, but not all of them have the same industry or field-specific expertise. A few recruitment process outsourcing companies work with businesses in all sectors filling any position. Some are more focused and some are not. The industry in which they specialize may be information technology, healthcare, manufacturing, or anything else. Depends on the nature of the RPO. It may specialize in few niches with expertise in several sectors. A company that is an expert in the industry is often a better choice for an RPO. Moreover, they will know what it takes to excel in the jobs that you are looking for, as well as the hiring landscape for professionals in the field. Additionally, they will have extensive contacts to those sectors, allowing you to access talent that may otherwise be difficult to locate. The third one, think about the RPO reputation. An RPO's operations can have an impact on your employer brand. Your reputation will be enhanced if your RPO is known for offering an exceptional candidate experience. On the other hand, if the candidate experience isn't great, that will damage your employer brand. The impact of an RPO on your brand shouldn't be undermined, especially since 69% of job seekers won't apply to a company with an unfavorable reputation, and 98% of candidates who have a positive experience will refer others to apply to open positions. Understanding the candidate experience that a recruitment process outstanding partner can bring to the table is essential before you engage them. Finding out how job seekers perceive RPO on the companies they assist can often provide valuable insights for you. In addition, it is a good idea to ask for a full rundown of their entire hiring process. If new hires have been employed, it is also a good idea to follow up with them. In this way, you can see how the RPO is viewed and how are they conducting business. The fourth one, flexible and customizable. Each company is unique, including yours. You should seek out an RPO that offers flexible and customizable recruitment and hiring solutions. Scaling up or down should be relatively simple and without undue financial penalties, for example. Unless an RPO offers more than one or two options, it may not be adaptable enough to meet changing needs. If your RPO partner is flexible and offers customization, they can support your company in the long run by adjusting their approach or priorities as needed. The fifth one, reduce the hiring time. Every business values its time, so it makes sense to save as much as possible. The highly structured and centralized approach of an experienced, reliable RPO provider can help shorten hiring windows. Speed is indeed a significant advantage. RPO can quickly expand or contract resource depending on the need. The efficiency is partly due to having a loaded pipeline. By partnering with experienced RPO, employers will realize a number of advantages. The talent pool of an RPO has a proven track record, is usually broader and often international. However, the RPO partner also understands what potential candidates are looking for, as well what the client organization needs. This allows the talent acquisition strategy to be tailored to the client needs. Additionally, an experienced RPO partner will have a thorough understanding of streamlining recruitment process and will be able to create contingent workforce that is scalable. The sixth point is in budget RPO vendor. Ideally, RPO partners should work quickly while also saving the organization's money. RPO vendors should work with a budget and deliver high-quality services cost-effectively and efficiently. If the vendor and the company have positive relationship and resume the contract is worked on carefully, it would be best to allow an initial transition period between 1 and 3 months. In order for an experienced RPO provider to get up to speed with an ins and the outs of the organization, work out kinks in progress, and implement any new technology, there will be a learning curve. A working relationship between the RPO partner and the HR team need to be developed during this period. The seventh one, make realistic expectations. Although recruitment process outsourcing is constructive method and solution and is not perfect sometimes, it is essential that you do not think your RPO provider as a company that can instantly solve your recruiting issues. Since most companies start with little or no data, it may be time to figure out what to do and why. The eighth point is include all recruitment needs, as well as the obvious full-time needs. Don't forget about independent contractors and part-time workers. By hiring one RPO provider, you will not only simplify things, but you may also benefit applicants because they will have greater access to full-time contract and contract to hire opportunities. The ninth point is identify potential RPO providers. RPO providers, the buyer's guide, which include a list of RPO providers that have been verified. It is possible to search for a provider based on location, industry, department, services, and other factors. With the buyer guide, you will be able to reach out directly to the companies you are interested in. The 10th point, describe your recruiting pain point. Provide the RPO provider with 3 or 4 suggestions for improvement. Consider the quality of hiring, speed, and budget. Give your RPO provider as much information as possible. The more information you give them, the better the relationship will be. You can use the following strategies to communicate your recruiting pain point and figure out ways to improve. Why are you outsourcing recruitment? Your current process including approval, assessment, drug testing, and onboarding. The RPO will replace the current recruitment infrastructure, recruiters, administrative staff, types of technology support staff, etc. Job details include job titles, brief description of responsibilities, salary level, exempt versus non-exempt status, locations, number of hires for each type of previous years, and the number expected to be hired this year. Time to hire, time to accept, and time to start. Current advantages, cycle times. How was the current advantage cost per hire calculated? Those are the things you should take into consideration. Be sure to define your critical success indicator. At the start of your partnership discussions, you and your RPO will talk about your micro goals, where you want to be in a year, and what type of candidates you do want to attract, how your recruiting strategy will be improved. Remember though, you have to define precisely what are your goals look like when they are achieved. Establish mutually agreeable criteria and measure of success. Lastly, decide on a benchmark period for evaluating the standard and fine-tuning expectation if required. In other words, you must look at success on a micro level, the complex data for what has to happen before you or your RPO can both say that your goals are achieved. Let's conclude this episode. Now, choosing an RPO partner does involve some effort in the end. Invest some time and effort in selecting an RPO that generally meets your needs to achieve the best hiring results. That's all for today's episode. Links to everything will be in the description below. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. It will notify you about the new content that we share with you every week. This will help us produce great content for our professional audience. Let us know if there is anything you would like us to discuss in future episodes. Please click the link in the show notes and you can address your questions directly to me. Thank you for listening and we'll see you in the next episode.